What's going on, guys? Back at you with another video, and it's a lot like the last video I made. So if you don't want to hear about real world events, and again, I'm not gonna be all happy-go-lucky. My happy self. I'm just gonna speak from my heart. If you don't like that, click off now, and let's get into it. Today, George Floyd family put him to rest. Alright. May he rest in peace forever. But today I am going to talk about what's been going on in the world since then, some of which include me disappointed in people I actually once liked. But I'll get into that. Actually, let me get into that right now. Mayor Los Angeles, Eric Garcetti, you are one of those people. Not a surprise. You, instead of backing the people who voted you into office, you backed. Let me get this piece of excrement's name right. You backed Michael Moore of the LAPD. Who is Michael Moore, you man? For those of you who don't live in LA, Michael Moore is, and I want to get this right, so let me click on this animal's name, and yes, he's an animal. He's not a cop, he's an animal. The police chief of the LAPD who said on Monday that the looters and protesters had George Floyd blood on their, no, the looters and the rioters had George Floyd's blood on their here in LA. Really? Really? Because last time I checked, looters and rioters didn't kill George Floyd. Those were 4 pieces of excrement have now been charged with second-degree murder and assisting in a murder, respectively. About time, Minnesota Attorney General. Thank you for finally doing that before they put them out to rest today. Thank you for doing that yesterday, Minnesota Attorney General. But Eric Garcetti, you sell out. Michael Moore says this. And Doc Jackson says, oh no, I meant they were just as responsible. That's still not right. But instead of taking it to task for it and firing him, you say, oh, I know Michael Moore. He didn't mean it. That is BS. Yes, he did. So Eric, I said, Michael, shove it. There's a clip I would play if I could get it off Twitter, but YouTube would take it down. It would take this video down immediately because of the profanity. Now, let's talk about the officers in Seattle. My two favorite places. Messing up so badly, it's not even funny. But what else can I expect from white America? Pepper, pepper spraying and tear gassing non-violent protesters, and yet letting white looters get away with breaking in store windows. Yet, yet the idiot in charge of the country wants to call the looters thugs. Like it's people of color. No, it's your people, your supporters. And I'll get to you in a minute. Now let me talk about the NFL for a second. A quick, oh well, not so quick second. Let me pull that up. Jamel Hill did a column on this Monday when the NFL made a statement regarding George Floyd's death and the racism in America. So let me pull that up. It should be in my browser history. And what the heck what's up with these curfews? They did not want to hear it because they are afraid to hear the truth. They don't want to hear the truth. They want minorities and people of color to be silent. But we are done being silent. Yes, we are. We are not going to take it anymore. Now let me pull up this statement. If my computer can act right for 5 seconds. And I'm pulling up the statement now. I apologize for taking some no, wrong article. This is just NFL. Actually, I just read it off the NFL.com website so I can read the joke that Goodell made of himself. So allow me to just do that. The NFL is greatly saddened by the tragic event across our country. Our deepest condolences go out to the family of George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, and Ahmaud Arbery, as current events dramatically underscore there remains more to do as a country and as a league. You think these tragedies inform the NFL's commitment and our ongoing efforts. There remains an urgent need for action. We recognize the power of our platform in communities and as part of the fabric of American society. We embrace that responsibility and are committed to continuing the important work to address these systematic issues together with our players, clubs, and partners. And that is all BS, because the person that brought this to the forefront in the NFL was blackballed for doing it and hasn't had a job since because of the NFL and Roger Goodell. Or as Dan Levitar's father likes to call him, Fidel Goodell, which is fitting for Roger Goodell, because he is a dictator, not a leader, a dictator. Much like the person in charge of the country. I'll get to him in a second. But this was a joke, because players aren't allowed to take knees anymore. They say, oh, you can do it, but you have to stay in the locker room. Because let me tell you why, if you don't know. In case you don't know, the reason why is because it might upset their precious TV partners and the partners paying to air their commercials on network TV. And it might have upset some of the network heads itself, like the people on Fox. Because Fox is a right wing as it comes. So yeah. So yes, that's who they're afraid of. That, and 80% of the owners are white men who will never understand what it's like to be a minority, and what minorities go through every day. So Roger Goodell, take this and shove it where the sun don't shine. Now, let me get to Vic Fangio, coach of the Denver Broncos, who said, I don't see racism in the NFL. Really? That's why they're only, let me think, Mike Tomlin Yes. Let me go through the coaches in my head for a quick second. Mike Tomlin, Anthony Lynn, Ron Rivera, yeah, there are only 3 coaches of color in the NFL. Visa, only I don't know how many general managers are of minority in the NFL. I can think of just one, unfortunately. And yeah, so to say there is no racism in the NFL. It's such a just a I can such a stupid, incompetent thing to say. Speaking of incompetent, let me get to one of my now ex favorite players in the NFL, Drew Brees. Now, before Russell Wilson came into the league, Drew Brees was my favorite quarterback. Last season, I even bought tickets to the Saints Seahawks game, hoping to see my favorite 2 quarterbacks play against each other. Then Drew Brees got hurt the week before against the Rams when Aaron Donald broke his thumb. Well, Aaron Donald, if you ever want to break something of Drew Brees' a kid, make sure it's his neck. Next time for making the comments he made yesterday to Yahoo Financial on a web show when he said, when he was asked if he would support kneeling in the NFL. Because, again, for those of you who don't get it, kneeling in the NFL was never about the flag. It was about what this country does to people of color, not about disrespecting the flag, which is just a piece of cloth with colors on it. Anyway, and if you don't like what I said, too bad. Because I will stand by it forever. Forever. For those of you that fought in the military, I thank you. I respect you, but some of you need a serious wake-up call, thinking you died for protect the flag. No. Some of you, yes. Most of you died because because politicians are crooked and only worried about money, like the war in Iraq when George Bush sent millions of soldiers looking for Saddam Hussein, like he was really still in Iraq. Everyone knew he wasn't, and it was just to look for oil. Because George Bush didn't want to look stupid. And God forbid he go after Osama bin Laden, because their families went way back. But, let me not get into that. So yeah, some of you died protecting the flag. Others of you died and were murdered for stupid reasons and you should be here. Now I take it up with the politicians. I sent you there to begin with when you weren't really needed there. And there was no reason to send you there, but anyway. For those of you who have died, fought for us or who have family members who fought for us and you lost them, I respect you. But for the rest of them who think, oh, I protected the flag, you didn't protect them. You protected rich, white America. Sorry, not sorry, get you. Sorry, not sorry, it's the truth. Now, let me get to what Drew Brees was asked if he would be okay with his teammates kneeling. He said, and I quoted, "It's never okay to disrespect the flag." Again, it's not about the flag. It's not about disrespecting military veterans. It was never about that. Ever. And people like Drew Brees and the idiot in charge of running this country, who I will get to in a moment, after I'm done talking about Drew Brees, still don't understand that fact. And it is mind-boggling to me how they can't and won't understand that fact. But they won't, because they will never have to be where people of color are. So it's not that surprising at all now that I think about it. So today he apologized for his comment. Drew Brees, some of your teammates accepted your apology. Personally, you can, speaking for myself, you can take your apology and stick it where the sun don't shine. I will never respect you as a player or person again. And if I will never root for you again. Now, on to the idiot. 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 Commander of idiocy. The human piece of excrement himself. The orange Oompa Loompa. I will call him everything but his name. Who cleared out a peaceful protest in front of a church that had been burned the night before with tear gas and pepper spray. Also, he could take a picture in front of the church while holding a Bible upside down. What kind of idiot doesn't know how to hold a Bible? What am I saying? He's the biggest idiot ever. Why am I surprised? He probably thought it was a Harry Potter book. Or maybe a porno. But before he did that, he said he was gonna bring the military all states that were protesting and rioting, which is all 50 states. See what happens when you get us angry and we've had enough? Do you see it now? Do you finally get it? A lot of white people don't. But I get it. Because trust me, if I could, I would have been there and happily joined in. And maybe I still will. If there's a protest going on. And a friend of mine, any friends of mine see this. Hey, if you know where I live, come so I can join you and walk with you. I roll with you in my case. So, President of Retards, you have 5 more months till you're voted out. Tick, tock, tick, tock. And to the rest of white America, who thinks the protest will stop just because these 4 monsters were charged. Guess what? They won't. Because they are just the tip of the iceberg. And we will not stop until the whole iceberg goes down with like the Titanic. And the former Attorney General said he did not agree with the the chief idiot, I should say. I apologize. It's hard for me to get words out when I'm this angry, but I am. So, white America, I have a message for you. We are not going anywhere. We are not done being here. And to quote a professional wrestler, and yes, I watch wrestling, sue me. We are serious, like a lady, period, and we are not, end quote. And I'm just speaking for myself. We are not going to stop until change has finally happened. Now, Russell Wilson said he prays for change. He follows Martin Luther King. I don't disagree with him, but I will take the Malcolm X approach. They wanted to stay on a good man's neck while he didn't resist. I said, we stay on their necks while they do resist. So until next time, Stay safe. God bless, and I'm out. Peace. And Donald Trump, fuck you. I'm out. Peace.